a copy of the recording of this training since this is a paid training. And also, I will share my screen. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen? Ayan, nakita na ba? Ayan. Sa mga pangalawang beses na umatan ng training na to, magugulat kayo, this is now a different crafting resume training. So yung dati nating training sa crafting resume, iniba ko, in-improve natin. Right now, we're just gonna focus on ATS Ready VA resume because this has been an ongoing issue between ano nga ba ang kailangan na resume ng mga VAs, ano nga ba talaga dapat gusto nila yung nakikita nila sa Facebook, nakita nila kung saan-saan, gusto nilang sundin yung ganong klaseng resume. So sige, I'm gonna give you that. Because dati ganito yung resume na ginagawa namin. And ito, pakita ko lang ha before we even start. Wait lang. Ay, wait lang. Pakita ko lang yung mga dati naming resume na ginawa for our Gold Pass members. Pero lahat ng to, like for example, this one, lahat ng to, sinalang before namin sinesend sa mga Gold Pass members, sinasalang ko to sa ATS. And yung mamaya i-explain ko what ATS is. And yung lahat naman ng sinalang namin na lumusot, saka namin sinend sa kanila. Yung hindi lumusot na wala pa ako tulog. Yung hindi lumusot na resume, yun yung ginawa namin ng ATS ready na resume. Kaklaruhin ko lang because probably some of you already have received a resume just like this. Kung kami ang gumawa niyan, dinaan na namin sa ATS yan, ATS friendly yan. Pero kung ang natanggap nyo ay something like this, then that's an ATS resume as well. Okay? So, gusto ko lang klaruhin yan. Now, this is the kind of resume that we're going to talk about today because sinasabi nila this is the safest resume there is. And I will be giving you all the samples, all the templates later on. Okay? So, ayan. So I would like to officially welcome everyone to our crafting resume. And this time around, we're going to talk about ATS Ready VA resume. Hindi lang siya basta-bastang resume, but it's going to be a VA resume. How you're going to create a resume that shouts that you are a VA already. Di yung corporate pa kapag tinignan, uy, ano pa to, corporate job pa siya, corporate pa masyado ang profile and so on. Kasi baka nga, send kayo ng resume, at hindi kayo natatawagan for an interview, it's because yung resume ninyo, hindi talaga siya VA profile ang nakikita. Or worst thing is, hindi siya lumulusot sa ATS. And again, I will explain what ATS is and kung paano mo gagawin yung resume na yan and how you would tailor, hindi lang yon. I will also be teaching you how you would tailor fit your resume dun sa trabahong ina-applyan nyo. And we're gonna use a lot of tools today. Di naman a lot, pero makikita nyo. I'm just gonna check yung ating, wait lang ha, saglit lang talaga kasi minomonitor ko yung responses ng ating 5-day admin VA kasi dalawa na lang ang kulang. I probably will have to turn 2 more and I will going to turn it off. So wait lang talaga. Wala pa kasi yung admin natin, mamaya pa yung admin natin. So mano-mano kong i-off yung ating automation. Hold on lang. Kasi baka may biglang magreklamo. Automations. Saglit lang talaga. This is very quick. Ayan. So, off na natin yung automation. And, naku, sana ay ma-remind nyo akong i-check yung form. Kasi 2 more responses and we're closed. Yes, pwede mag-leave and join again. Pwede, hindi ko siya i-close. Ayan. So, alright. So, welcome everyone. And again, gaya ng topic natin kahapon on how you can actually discover your niche. This one is also very important because your resume will get you noticed. Now, yung portfolio, marami kasing nagtatanong, Coach, ano ba maganda i-send? Portfolio or yung resume? Actually, both. Your resume will get you noticed. Susi ito para makapasok ka dun sa kumpanya ng client or para mapansin ka ng client. Again, your resume will get you noticed. Your portfolio will actually get you hired. it will seal the deal. Okay? Now, portfolio is a different training. Right now, we're going to focus on your resume first. This is going to be your step-by-step workshop for aspiring VAs, of course, for all of you. From blank page to recruiter-ready, applicant tracking system-friendly resume. So, let's start. Sino excited? Sino ba dito yung nagsasend na ng resume pero walang nakukuhang responses, walang returns, walang invite for an interview? Yung parang feeling mo talaga puno ng red flags ang resume mo. Or parang mapapatanong ka na lang, kapalit-palit ba ako? Hindi ba ako kamahal-mahal? Bakit 10, 100, 200, 300 na resume na ang nasisend ko pero wala pa rin talagang pumapansin? Yung gayon na mga heartbreak moments. Ngayon, tingnan natin, once you revamp your resume, tingnan natin how it will shift your application. Because a lot of my students before, they started receiving a lot of job offers, a lot of invite for interviews after they changed their resume, after they revamped their resume. James, for example, is one of my May students. And I remember he said, Coach, alam mo, dun lang ako umattend sa crafting resume mo first. Tapos, after crafting resume, saka ako nag-enroll ng bootcamp. Pero sa crafting resume mo pa lang, after nun, I put it into application right away. Ibig sabihin, inayos niya na kaagad yung resume niya. And then once ginawa ko yun, I received a lot of invites for interview. Actually, right now, bumalik na siya dito sa Davao because he wanted to stay in Manila. He stayed there for siguro yung mga jobs, I'm not sure. Pero ngayon, nakabalik na siya dito sa Davao because yun na nga, marami na siyang offers. Coach, so kung nag-apply po, sabay po ilalagay resume at portfolio, isa lang sa dalawa yan. Mas maganda kung dalawa yung maisisend ninyo. And sa bootcamp, malalaman nyo kung paano gumawa din ng portfolio. Okay? Wala tayong separate training sa portfolio outside bootcamp, pero inside bootcamp and workshop, meron yan, of course. Alright, so marami-rami sa inyo yung mga walang returns pagkatapos mag-send ng resume. Here's what we're going to cover today. Ano nga ba yung ATS? Kasi yung iba, Coach, ano nga ba yung ATS? Kasi parating na nating naririnig yung ATS, dapat ATS friendly. Ano ba yung ATS? Ano ba yung ATS na yan? Syari sa ATS. Ano yung ATS na yan? And later on, I'll show you ATS. Because I have an ATS. Yun doon namin sinasalang yung mga resume para makita namin kung pasok ba sa banga yung mga resume yung ginagawa namin. Para safe naman yung mga VAs na galing sa amin. Next, we're going to talk about anatomy of an ATS-ready VA resume. Ito yung exact sections. Ano ba dapat ang meron sa resume mo? Ano ba laman dapat ng resume mo? Dapat ba nandun yung mga certificates? Yung picture? And everything else in between? And then, writing high-impact content. Paano mo isusulat lahat ng, kunwari, meron ka ng sections. O ano na namang ilalagay mo doon, section per section. And of course, I'm gonna teach you how you can actually use and leverage AI to build and to tailor fit your resume. Okay, I'm gonna give you all that after the training, towards the end of our training. Now, your resume, one thing that I want you to realize and put it into your brain cells. Plant this in your brain cells. There are two audiences para sa resume mo. Hindi lang isa. Okay? Now, before any recruiter, just like myself, I'm a global recruiter, before I would even look at your resume, a piece of software often reads it first. It's called the Applicant Tracking System, or ATS. It scans, it sorts, and scores your resume. Then decides which ones a human even sees it. Kaya ako sinasabi, baka hindi umabot sa human recruiter or sa human eyes yung resume mo. So a great VA can still be invisible, not because they lack skill, but because their resume was formatted in a way that software could not read. Today, you will learn to write for both the robot and the human. Para sa ATS na yan at para sa taong recruiter. Now, a lot of my friends are skilled. A lot of skilled VAs are still having a hard time finding clients. Why? Because they are kind of used to the way they create their resumes before. Now, isipin yung mabuti, hindi saturated ang VA, pero hindi rin madaling maghanap ng client. Uulitin ko ha, hindi saturated ang VA industry, pero hindi madaling maghanap ng client. So, kung tae yung resume mo, and I'm sorry for the word, trial and error ba tae? Trial and error. TAE, trial and error. Kung parang trial and error ang resume mo, hindi talaga siya mapapansin. Hindi talaga siya lulusot. Kahit gaano ka pa ka-skilled. Kasi hindi mo naman makakausap si client right away. 'Di ba? The very first thing that you can do is send your resume. Now, ano daw? Rejoin. Okay, coach, do you recommend po to have separate resume for VA application? Yes, of course. Separate talaga yan. Mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan. And separate pa yan kahit na kunwari nag-a-apply ka ng EA work, tapos 10 EA work in a day, dapat iba-iba. Dapat iba-iba yan. Wait lang, check ko ha. Wait lang talaga. One more response and we're closing the 5-day admin VA. Ko-close ko na lang siguro to. Wait lang. Paano ko ba to i-copy? Hindi ko siya pwede ma-unpublish habang hindi pa siya puno. 50. One more. So now, again, a lot of my friends are skilled and they know the job, of course. However, they're still having a hard time finding a client. Why? Because hindi sila visible. Hold on. May kumakatok. Nag-lock pala ako ng door. Hindi ko na-realize nag-lock pala ako ng door. And 75% of resumes are reportedly filtered out before a human reads them. Diba? Imagine you spent so much time creating your resume. However, pag-send mo na pag-send ng ganun, diretso lang pala siya sa tambakan at sa bodega ng resume. You only have 6 to 7 seconds. Average time yan for a recruiter to really check if you are worth more than that. Ibig sabihin, 6 to 7 seconds to trigger the interest of the recruiter or the client to client's interest, kumbaga. If they would patingin kung worth it ba na i-check ko the rest of the answers or the rest of the things na meron dun sa resume. Kung may corporate and VA resumes ka, how it will reflect sa LinkedIn. Sa depende. Ganito yan. Sa LinkedIn is a different topic. Pero sa LinkedIn, you have to decide anong profile ba ang gusto mong gawin dun sa LinkedIn mo. Corporate ba or VA ba? Are you going to use your LinkedIn for your corporate job or are you going to use your LinkedIn for your VA job? And if it's for VA job, then you should optimize your LinkedIn sa VA. Pero kung corporate siya. Pero it will affect your applications. Okay? Now, one resume should be tailored for each job. Never spray and pray. Pag sinabi namin spray and pray, hindi mo pwedeng one resume tapos isasend mo sa lahat. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Kahit 10, kunwari, yung niche mo, you found out that your niche is executive assistants. Now, nung nag-executive assistants ka, syempre naghanap ka ng executive assistant work or job opening sa online jobs. Meron kang 10 nakita. Now, you want to apply for each one of these job posts. Hindi pwedeng yung isang resume mo na EA, yun na yung isasend mo sa lahat. Because you still need to tailor fit that main resume sa bawat job opening. And later on, I will show you how you can actually do that. Okay? So by the end of this session, you will be able to explain what an ATS is, write quantified bullets, use AI the smart way, build every core section, choose the right keywords, and avoid the top mistakes. Okay? So ano nga ba yung ATS and why does it matter? Now, what an applicant tracking actually does, ito yung applicant tracking. It's a software companies use to collect, organize, scan, and rank job applications automatically. Think of it as a digital filing assistant. Plus bouncer. It stores every resume in one place and decide which ones match the job closely enough to show the recruiter. Para siyang mail room. Para siyang lagayan ng mga sulat. Sobrang daming dumarating. Tapos, titingnan nila kung sino lang yung match. Kung sino lang yung match, yun lang yung makakalusot. Think of it this way. Siyempre, mag-drawing na naman ako. Hayaan nyo na yung drawing ko ulit. Pero mas maiintindihan nyo pag ganito. Now, think of it this way. This is the ATS or Applicant Tracking System. ATS is used by companies not only to parse resumes, not only to scan resumes. They also use this to post job ads. So this ATS is linked to different job portals. Pwedeng nakalink yan kay LinkedIn, kay OLJ, kay Upwork, kay Reddit. Pwedeng nakalink yan sa company, tawag yan? Company website, pwedeng ganon. Now, for example, si kumpanya ay naghahanap ng executive assistant. So, kailangan nila ng EA. Now, the job description is ready. It's ready to be posted. Instead na i-post nila sa LinkedIn, sa OLJ, sa Upwork, sa Reddit, sa company, instead na ganon, pwede din nilang ilagay sa Indeed, diba? Instead na iisa-isa nilang ipopost yan, diretso yan dito sa ATS. Ipopost nila sa ATS, automatic na blast off siya to different job portals depending on what job portals that company actually has. So, depende kung anong job portal meron. Kung may account sila sa OLJ, may account sila sa LinkedIn, ililink nila yan sa ATS nila, parang octopus. Now, yung ATS, doon nila ipapasok yung job description, doon nila ipopost, it gets blasted to different job portals. Kaya minsan may nakikita kayong same company, same hiring, nakikita nyo sa OLJ, nakita sa Upwork, nakikita sa LinkedIn, nakikita kung saan-saan. Because it automatically blasts off 50 na talaga. I need to unpublish this. Hold on lang, saglit lang talaga. Ayan. So, ayan. Papakita ko lang sa inyo, 'di ba? 50 na tayo ha. May ebidensya para lang may witness ako na bago ko kinlose, nag-50 muna tayo, okay? Wait lang. Okay, there you go. Yan, kinlose ko lang para siguradong wala nang papasok. Now, ayan. So, now, this is what's gonna happen. Every time may mag-a-apply kay LinkedIn, kunwari may nag-apply kay LinkedIn, 50 applicants. Kay OLJ, marami-rami kasi nandito mas maraming Pinoy, 150. Sa Upwork, kasi konti lang ang may connects, sa 50 lang. Sa Reddit, nasa 10 lang, kasi konti lang naman talaga nag-a-apply sa Reddit. Ito pa sa company website, halos walang nag-a-apply dyan. So, let's say may 10. Ilan lahat ng yan? 200, 250, 270. Dito sa Indeed, may 10. So, meron silang 280 applicants. Now, itong 280 applicants, sobrang dami niyan for a recruiter to check. So, ang gagawin ng recruiter ngayon, si ATS mismo, kapag hindi niya mabasa ang resume mo, kasi nilagyan mo ng certificate, yung literal na certificate, I've seen that. I've seen some resumes with certificates talaga, yung picture ng resume, ng certificate nila, nandun, hindi nababasa ni ATS yan, ma-auto-reject yan. Mapupunta siya sa bodega ng mga resumes. So, your resume is still there, pero it's nowhere to be found. Hindi rin siya makikita ng mga recruiters or ng client. Pangalawa, kapag ang resume mo sobrang daming logo, kasi may mga resume na, kunwari, nagtrabaho sila sa El Puerto Marina Beach Resort. Tapos yung, kunwari AT&T yan, yung AT&T nilalagyan nila ng parang logo ng AT&T dito. If your resume has a lot of logos and pictures, hindi siya mababasa ng ATS. Kapag maraming tables yan, tables like Excel na table, hindi mababasa ng ATS yan. So automatic na filter out, dun pa lang na filter out na ng ATS, hindi na siya papasok dun sa Hindi na niya matatanggap, kumbaga. Diretso na siya sa bodega. Now, the thing is, what if 280, kunwari lahat pumasok sa ATS? So, how is your resume going to stand out? Kunwari yung 280 na yan, kumbaga, lumusot sa ATS. So, paano ka ngayon magsa-stand out? You're competing with 279 other applicants. Now, when the recruiter comes in, ang una niyang gagawin, hindi niya iisa-isahin to. She is going to use keywords to filter the 280 applicants para hindi siya mamamatay kaka-check ng 280 resumes. So, ang pinakauna niyang gagawin, of course, ano sa tingin niyo ang keyword na uunahin niya if they're looking for executive assistant? Sino mga recruiters dyan? Anong unang gagamitin niyo as a keyword to filter the 280 applicants? EA. Executive assistant. So now, the very first keyword that she is going to use, yes, executive assistant. Now, it's very important that your resume, may it be this kind of resume or this kind of resume, your position matters. Kaya pala, coach, hindi ako natawagan kasi nung nag-apply ako ng data entry specialist, ang nakalagay doon, general virtual assistant. Kasi kapag gumamit na ngayon si recruiter ng keyword at executive assistant ang nilagay niya, lahat ng walang executive assistant doon, tanggal. Ligwak doon pa lang. Sa title pa lang, naligwak ka na kaagad. So another thing they would look for, kunwari kailangan, Pinoy yung kailangan nila na VA, the next thing that they will use is, para siguradong Pinoy, anong gagawin nila? Anong keyword sa tingin ninyo?
Executive Assistant Philippines.
Philippines. Or PH. So gagamit sila ng mga Boolean strings ang tinatawag natin dyan. Executive Assistant or EA. Yan, Boolean strings kapag may mga ganyan, may mga or. So wag na natin lagyan para hindi kayo malito. So Philippines or PH. Now, coach, paano kaming nasa UAE? Paano kaming nasa China, nasa New Zealand, sana all? Paano kami, coach? Now, that's the reason why I always tell my trainees to always use your Philippine address for your resume. Now, you're not gonna lie about it. Gusto mo lang sabihin sa kanila na, hey, Pinoy ako. Kasi that's the only way that you can tell them that you're a Filipino. Na galing ka Philippines, PH or Philippines. So, kapag na-interview ka, you can tell them, I'm actually here in Canada. I'm a Filipino, but I'm here in Canada. I'm here in UAE. That's okay. Pero sa resume mo, you would want to put your Philippine address. Okay? So, dapat ganon. And so on. So, for example, sa executive assistant, natanggalan siya ng 18. May 200 na siya. Philippines, meron siguro natanggal 20. So, may 180 siya. Ngayon, the rest of that, gagamitin niya yung keywords. Other keywords like email management, and lahat ng keywords na to, kukunin niya dun sa job description. Salaan. Salaan. So, if you want to stand out, you make sure that your resume is properly crafted. Yung dapat, yung resume mo na isi-send for that job is well-matched dun sa job description. Because if not, hindi ka magsa-stand out. That's why hindi ka natatawagan for an interview. Kasi nasasalang. Kaya, sino ngayon ang may mga, kaya pala, taas ang kamay sa mga ganon. Yung parang, kaya pala hindi ako natatawagan, coach. Parang umpisa pa lang first 30 minutes pa lang, coach, nananampal na yung training Guilty? Guilty as charged? Okay lang yan. That's why you are all here, para mabago natin yan. Kaya pala, may mga trainees ako na hindi pa tayo natatapos sa bootcamp, na-hire na kasi sa resume pa lang, nababago na ang takbo ng mga applications nila. Very useful. Now we know. Yung mga ganon, di ba? Sige, himayin pa natin. Himayin pa natin. Ano ba talaga ang dapat nating ilagay sa resume para mismong mag-stand out talaga? Kasi dito, makikipagkompetensya ka sa mga, sa mga VAs na mahaba-haba na yung mga experience. Pero, yung mga iba sa kanila, hindi pa rin talaga marunong gumawa ng resume. So, dito, makikipagkompetensya tayo. Imayin natin, isa-isahin natin. So, yun yung ATS, and explain ko lang para at least alam nyo, yun pala yung ATS. Yun pala yun. Okay? Now, eto yun how ATS actually reads your resume. They parse. It breaks your file into chunks. Kukunin nila yung mga name mo, yung contact, yung jobs, lahat ng yun, kukunin na lahat ng information mo. Tapos ima-match nila, i-compare yung text against the jobs, keywords, and requirements. Always remember this because later on, I will teach you how you can tailor fit your resume. And kapag tinatamad ka ng mag-tailor fit ng resume, isipin mo to. This is what ATS will do to your resume. It will parse your information. Next, ima-match nila kung match ba yung lahat ng nandyan sa resume mo dun sa hinahanap nila. It will also score and rank. It gives each resume a relevant score and ranks them. Now, sa mga nakapag-August, September natin na Elite VA, I am actually creating an AI tool na pwede mong ipasok yung resume mo doon, tapos sasabihin ng tool, eto pwede na to 8 out of 10. Ay, ito, 2 out of 10, you have to redo your resume. Sinong gusto ng ganon? Yung tipong, bago mo ipa-finalize yung resume mo,
Me.
idadaan mo muna. Sisiguraduhin mo munang umakyat siya sa at least 8 or 9 out of 10. Gagawin natin yan. We're finalizing all the tools we're going to use for our August, September. Yung iba parang nagsisisi na, sana pala nag-August, September na lang ako.
Kaya, coach.
So now it will score and rank and it surface or skip. Now, sasabihin na ni ATS, eto pasok sa banga, pasa natin sa tao. Eto, hindi, bagsak to. Bodega ka muna, bodega. Yon, okay? So now, next, the simpler and cleaner your formatting, the more accurately the ATS parses you. And the higher you rank. Kasi kapag simple lang, mas mapapabilis ang trabaho ni ATS. So, mas mapapabilis niyang ilagay, ito, yes, check, push, human eyes. Mataas yung score. So, fancy designs often score worse. So, dapat walang fancy designs. Okay? Now, why qualified VA still get auto-rejected? Sakit ng auto-rejection, no? Yung parang hindi mo pa lang na-explain, niligwa ka na. Yung tipong nag-aaway kayo ng asawa mo tapos hindi ka pinag-e-explain, yun. Yung parang ganun na klaseng rejection. Open pa ba ang August, September? Yes. Yung 5-day admin VA lang ang kinlose ko today. So, heavy design files, bawal yun. Wrong file type. Dapat doc or PDF lang. So, you can't send them a Canva link. Dapat yung link mo, PDF or doc link. Kunwari, yung document mo, in-upload or PDF, in-upload mo dun sa Google Drive mo, dapat Google Drive link. Or dapat, kung mas maganda, kung marunong ka ng Dropbox, gawa ka ng account sa Dropbox, dun mo i-upload yung mga resume mo, portfolio mo. Dun lahat, mas professional siya tingnan. And pag-uusapan natin yan sa bootcamp. Skills buried in paragraphs. Yung tools and competencies mo, hindi na nila nakikita. Remember the 6 to 7 seconds? Kapag hindi niya agad-agad nakikita yung mga gayon, wala na, magsiskip na yan. Na walang matching keywords. Tapos vague ang job titles. All-around staff. General virtual assistant. Admin assistant. Kailangan clear. Dapat meron talagang clear position or clear title. And then one generic resume. The same file blasted to every job. You can't do that. You can't do that. Once you do that, magsasayang ka ng oras. Kung ako sa inyo, put in a little more effort and a little more time in making sure that your resumes are tailored fit to the job you're applying for. Next, keywords, the language the ATS speaks. Now, ano ba yung keywords? Pinakita ko na kanina, 'di ba? For example, tawag nito, same skill, it's say it the way the job post says. That's why may sinasabi akong always mirror the language of the job description. Kapag sinabi sa job description, file management, make sure the file management keyword is on your resume. You mirror their language. Kapag nakalagay doon data entry specialist ang hinahanap nila, data entry specialist yung wag mo palitan yung title mo. It should always be data entry specialist. Kung yung hinahanap nila executive virtual assistant, palitan mo yung position mo ng executive virtual assistant. Kasi executive virtual assistant and executive assistant, that's the same. Pero kasi gusto mo i-mirror yung language nila, to that point, you change your position. You have to mirror their language. If not, then you won't be a great match. Okay? So, ito yung mga specific words and phrases an employer uses to describe their role. So, the skills, tools, kunwari, nakalagay doon, someone who's proficient with Google Sheets. Marunong ka ng Google Workspace. Anong ilalagay mo? Google Workspace or Google Sheets?
Workspace. Sheets.
Google Sheets. Though Google Sheet is part of Google Workspace, remember, hindi naman tao yung unang titingin. You have two audience, right? So kung sinabi nilang Google Sheets, proficient with Google Sheets should be present in your tools and software section. Hindi pwedeng workspace. Tas walang Google Sheet. Dapat inisa mo yun. Parang sineparate mo kasi kailangan nila ng someone who's proficient with Google Sheets. Kailangan gayon. Copy the language, mirror the language of the job description. So that's why it's very important to read the job description carefully, religiously. Hindi pwedeng pag nabasa mo kailangan nila ng executive assistant $1,500 per month, push, hindi pa nababasa yung job description. Hindi gano'n. You have to read. Kasi I've been a global recruiter for a while now. I always put special instruction in between. Like, napansin nyo, sino na nag-apply ng trabaho tapos may nakalagay, use the subject line, Pink Panther, or Purple Dinosaur. Yung mga weird stuff like that, I do that. Why? Because una, I want to know if you have read the job description carefully. Pangalawa, if you know how to follow instruction. Pangatlo, I probably have set up a rule sa Gmail ko na lahat ng subject line ganun mapapasok sa iisang folder. And yun na lang yung folder ang i-check ko. Kaya when you don't follow instruction, don't expect that someone will contact you. So read the job description from top to bottom, no skipping. Kahit pa 10 pages yung job description na yan. Grabe na yung 10 pages, no? Kahit gaano pa kahaba yan, basahin mo yan. Yes, may sarili silang folder. Yes, that's what I do. Okay? So read the job description. Now, ito yung anatomy of an ATS ready VA resume. The 8 must-have section, non-negotiable sections in your resume. Ito na yung mga tinatanong kadalasan. Coach, ano ba talaga ang dapat meron sa resume? Pag-usapan natin. Sa skill and tools po, ang ika-copy, should we also include sa details ng experience? What do you mean? Ito, isa-isayin natin ha. Sige, isa-isayin natin. Paano natin isa-structure yung work experience at skills? ATS safe formatting rules, fonts, layout, and file type. So, ito yung 8 sections. I want you to take a screenshot of this. This is very, very important. Ano ba yung 8 kailangan mo sa resume mo? Una, may header ka. Of course, dapat may pangalan, may title, may contact, may location. Iisa-isayin natin ito mamaya pagpapakita ko sa inyo. Pangalawa, dapat may professional summary ka, hindi objectives. Pwede pa rin pag fresh grad. Kung ano yung niche mo, 'di ba? Magta-training ka pa naman din before ka gagawa ng resume. So kung ano yung nadaanan mo na training, what's your niche, yun yung magiging focus mo dun sa resume mo. So professional summary, not objectives, okay? Summary, 3 to 4 lines that sell you fast. Sell you fast. Ibebenta ka. Hindi yung katawan mo ha. Ibebenta ka, ikaw. And yung services mo. Now, next is your work experience. Most recent on top. Tapos dapat naka-quantify yung mga duties and responsibilities. Later on, papakita ko yan sa inyo. Pang-apat, your core competencies. Scannable list of VA skills. Now, I know that you're probably competent with first aid, but since first aid is not really applicable in this industry, do not include it. Because yes, you may want to only use 1 page for ATS resumes. Pagkakasyahin natin sa 1 page yung resume mo. So focus on the core competencies na related dun sa ina-applyan mong work. Next is your tools and software. Yung applications na marunong kang gamitin. Hindi kailangan master mo kaagad ha. Basta marunong ka kung paano gamitin yon, pwede mong i-include doon. Remember yesterday, I asked you, what are the tools that you know? Pwede mong ilagay doon. Kapag nag-training ka na at may mga nadadagdag ka ng mga tools, idagdag mo din doon. Trainings and certifications, not the certificate, but the trainings and certifications. Ibig sabihin, ano yung natapos mo, ano yung mga na-complete mo na courses. Now, sa courses naman, make sure that you can prove this on your portfolio. Because in your portfolio, that's where you can attach the certificates itself. Because remember, you can write whatever on your resume, whatever you want to write, you can write it on your resume. But it's time to prove it sa portfolio mo. Make sure that you can back it up with proof in your portfolio. So, kung sa resume mo, you probably have written there trainings and certifications. Sa portfolio mo, you should have a section where you can put all the certificates there. Okay? Yes, pwedeng hindi na isama sa resume. However, meron yang may however yan. Kasi kung in between yan, baka maging red flag yan na masyadong kunwari, may trabaho kang related sa VA, tapos after nyon, may isa kang trabaho pero yung trabahong yan lasted for 5 to 10 years, saka ka nagkaroon ng isa pang trabaho na hindi related sa VA din, yun, yung 10 years na gap nun, magiging red flag yun. So, depende pa rin. Paano po if madaming trainings na hindi din naman related sa ina-applyan? Ganito yan. Pag sinabi kong hindi related sa ina-applyan, yung mga first aid, mga ganong klaseng mga trainings yun ha. Pero kunwari nag-a-apply ka ng EA, pero meron kang natapos na training na bookkeeping, actually, i-include mo yun. Kunwari, EA ina-applyan mo, pero nag-training ka ng graphic design, i-include mo pa rin yun. Anything that has to do with online world, on VA, anything that has to do with VA, isali mo yun sa core competencies mo. Yes, okay lang, kahit isang experience lang. Actually, internship nga, pwedeng ilagay dun eh. Next is education. Sa education mo, highest educational attainment. Huwag mo isasali si prep. May prep, may kinder, may elementary, tas may high school, tapos may college. Oh, 'di ba yung mga ganon, huwag mo highest educational attainment. Lean Six Sigma, maganda 'yan. Green belt ako sa Six Sigma. Anong belt mo sa Six Sigma? Sali mo 'yan, malakas 'yan, especially sa operations ka. Yellow. Oh, okay. 1 week for cold calling, sali mo din 'yan. Now, sa education, coach, paano pag undergrad? College, undergrad. Undergrad ka, pero nag-college ka, college pa rin ang ilalagay mo doon. So, yung ilalagay mo lang is degree. For example, Bachelor of Science, kunwari ako, Bachelor of Science in Electronics and Communications Engineering, and then kung saan ako nag-school, University of Southeastern Philippines. Wag na lagyan ng year. Wag lagyan ng year, ha? They don't really care about your education, sa totoo lang. Pero ilagay lang, kahit 1 semester lang yan. Kahit 2 months lang yan, tapos na mayabas ka na. Charis na mayabas. Tapos nagjowa-jowa na. Carry lang yan. Basta tumungtong ka sa college, ilagay mo college. Highest educational attainment. Okay? Carry, kapag senior high school, ilalagay mo. Kung student pa, tapos college pa rin ilalagay mo. Sige. Na, wag mo ilalagay yung elementary, tsaka yung prep. Wag na yon, yung highest educational attainment. Next is your character reference. Wag na yung senior high. Kung naka-college ka, college ang ilagay mo. Next is your character reference. It's a red flag when you don't have character reference. Ang iisipin namin always, recruiter, is siguro nagbulakbol to sa dati niyang trabaho. Bakit walang character reference to? Di ba ang saya? Ako as a recruiter, whenever I look at a resume na yung mga character reference ay dati nilang employers, isa lang maiisip ko. Maganda yung reputasyon ng batang ito. Your work reputation is really, really good that you can put your previous employer's information. Ibig sabihin wala kang tinatago. Ibig sabihin maganda yung naging takbo ng trabaho mo sa previous job mo. Kasi nandyan yung contact info. So, ibig sabihin kapag hindi talaga maganda yung naging takbo ng relasyon mo sa employer mo dati, wag mo na siyang ilalagay as character reference. Kasi hindi kanya ibebenta. Baka itataob niya pa kaldero mo. Character reference pag fresh grad kung nag-OJT ka, kung sino yung OJT mo. Or Justin, since you are under my community, you can put me as your reference. Yes, pwede. Sa community ko, I allow my trainees to put me as their reference. Okay? So, people who can vouch for you. Now, sa character reference, kapag ginawa niyo akong character reference, sa trabaho lang. Wag sa home credit. Tawang-tawa kayo ha. Pero totoo yan. Nangyari na sa akin yan. Kaya nga tumigil na ako sa pagbibigay ng number ko. Because ilang beses na ako natawagan, ginawa akong co-maker. Ginawa ba naman akong co-maker? Ako yung sinisingil. Parang wala naman akong utang. Bakit ako biglang nasingil lang utang? Ginawa akong co-maker. Hindi ko pa kilala kung sino. Ano ba yan? So, tumigil na ako sa kakabigay ko ng phone number. Ang binibigay ko, email na lang. So, ganito ha. Kapag ginawa niyo ako ng character reference, sabihan niyo ako. Because hindi ko ma-memorize lahat ng mga pangalan ninyo. Na may memorize ko lang, ayan sila, Edlin, yung parating present. Yung parating maingay sa klase, your names would ring a bell. So, pag sinabi sa akin na, do you know Edlin, this and that? Yeah, she's actually one of my trainees. She did a great job. Pero, kapag hindi kayo maingay sa klase ko, hindi ko maaalala yung pangalan ninyo. So, ang gagawin ninyo ganito, Coach, ginawa kitang character reference, I am from your, kunwari, Gold Pass ng June, July. Coach, June, July, Gold Pass member ako. Ginawa kitang reference. Pa-check naman ng email, Coach, baka sakaling may nag-email na. Okay lang din, colleague. Carry lang. Sabihan niyo ako, inform me. Ha? Kasi baka natabunan na yung email ng kasi pag nagka-character reference sila, mag-i-email sila, baka natabunan na sa sobrang daming nag-i-email sa akin. So let me know para ma-replyan ko. Mag-ingay na. Ayan, nag-ingay na silang lahat.
Coach,
Baka ikaw ang
question
guardian.
po.
Yes, what's your question?
Okay po, Carlota po, Coach. Balikan ko lang po yung sa work experience.
Sure.
Would it be okay po ba if yung past experience is from one company lang since I worked there for like 15 years? Or
Yeah.
kailangan po different companies po?
Hindi, okay lang yan. Okay lang yan. Okay lang yung isang, maganda nga yun, 15, grabe. Grabe nyo kamatiisin sa trabaho, no? I was having a coffee chat with VA, alam niyo yung mga VA dito sa Davao na trainees ko, minsan magkape-kape tayo, ha? Yung mga nandito lang sa Davao, magkape naman tayo. Tapos, while I was talking to them, ilang years ka na sa company mo ngayon? Nasa 12 years, yung isa 15 years. Sabi ko, bulakbul talaga ako alam mo, wala talaga akong kwentang employee before. Hindi man lang ako umaabot ng 5 years sa isang kumpanya. Hindi talaga ako matiisin before. Dito lang ako sa industriyang ito naging matiisin. Char. Dumami na kasi ang kailangan bayaran.
Sorry, Coach. Follow up lang din po about doon. Okay lang po ba in the same company pero different positions?
Yes.
Or
Pag
one
different
position lang po
position, pwedeng different position, para makita nila yung ladder of success mo. Makikita nila yung growth mo sa company. That's okay.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
Coach.
Ayan,
Thank
magkape
you po.
tayo, yung mga taga Davao. Schedule natin yan pagbalik ko. Medyo busy lang ako pagbalik kasi marami tayong mga events. Pero kape-kape tayo minsan.
Coach, pag nasa ano ka po, QC.
Magka-QC ba tayo, love? Hindi, no? Hindi.
Pasay po.
Pasay, of course. But sa Pasay, may event tayo sa Pasay, July 11.
Anong
May
meron
summit
po?
tayo sa Pasay. Popost ko yung
Okay po.
popost ko very soon. Pasay.
Okay,
Maganda
Coach.
yung event, summit. Caloocan, meron tayong Caloocan, July 12. July 12 yung Caloocan natin. Training yun, face to face. Yes.
Pwede po bang mag-register doon, Coach, sa Caloocan kahit hindi kami
Yes.
taga-Caloocan?
Yes, pwede. Pwede. Libre yung sa Caloocan. Sorsogon, sinong taga Sorsogon? July 4. Sorsogon, I will be in Sorsogon. Free yun, free. Okay? Anong oras po sa Caloocan? Alauna, 1 p.m. Pasay, hindi ko pa alam saan sa Pasay exactly. Basta ipopost ko yan, ha? Pwede ba ilagay sa resume yung freelancer na job? Yes. Internship? Yes. Kunwari may mga trabaho kayong 2 buwan lang pero yung 2 buwan na yun, very swak doon sa ina-applyan yung trabaho. Gawin nyo, lagyan nyo seasonal or internship. Sa Cebu daw, when? Tingnan natin kung kailan yung Cebu. Character reference, pwedeng isa. Pwedeng isa, dalawa. November daw sa Cebu. November.
Hello. Hello
6 months
po.
pwede. Yes.
Krista po. Tatanong ko
Yes,
lang po
Krista.
yung paano po ilalagay sa resume kapag one employer lang pero madaming company?
One employer lang, tapos maraming company o maraming position?
Maraming company po. One position lang din po.
Okay lang. Ganun din. Papakita ko sa inyo mamaya. Ulat
Okay
daw
po.
sila sa Cebu. The last time I went to Cebu, maganda yung pa-welcome ng Cebu sa akin, Lumindol, nasa 22nd floor kami. Ang bongga. Yung nginig ko isang buong week bago nawala. Yes.
I'll help you, chef na kay big boy na ka.
Hello?
Hello
Okay.
po, Coach Cheryl
Yes.
po.
Cheryl,
Pwede po
yes.
magtanong po about po, paano po pag yung past work experience po ay factory and sales? Sales lady po.
Mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo. Papakita ko sa inyo kung paano nyo yan.
Coach.
Mahahanapan yan ng transferable skills. So, mamaya, i-check natin kung paano nyo gagamitin si AI para still maging VA ready yung resume ninyo, no matter what your previous job was. Okay?
Coach,
So, sige. Yes.
Coach Jonel po.
Kailin po.
Yes,
Thank you
Jonel.
po, Coach.
Tanong ko lang, paano kung, kasi nung nasa corporate ka, halimbawa, tapos may sideline ka na as freelancer, paano po, hindi po ba maka-question nyo na dalawa sa same date o same year yung trabaho mo?
Pwede mo lagyan ng part-time, yung freelancing mo, pwede mo lagyan ng part-time. I-close parenthesis mo na part-time. Pwede yan.
Okay po.
Basta
Coach,
yung
Coach,
kumpanya mo,
ayun po.
tsaka yung freelancing mo, hindi siya conflict of interest. Ha?
Okay. Tsaka same ng oras po, no?
Yes, wag din same ng oras kasi ano yan, red flag.
Yan nga po eh.
Sige, let's isa-isahin muna natin ha. Hold your horses first. Isa-isahin muna natin baka sakaling masagot yung mga tanong ninyo dun sa mga next few slides natin. So isa-isahin natin yung 8 sections. Yung header mo, it should make it easy to contact you. That's why I always add WhatsApp. Coach, bakit dapat may WhatsApp? Why? Because your clients, if you are targeting direct clients instead of agency, your clients wouldn't be able to call you on your mobile. So, kailangan yung WhatsApp number mo ready. So, ganito yan. Papakita ko ito. Wait nga lang. Try natin. Nakikita nyo pa ba kahit ganito kaliit? Carry pa ba? Okay lang. Sige, para dalawa yung makita nyo. So, sa header ninyo, kailangan you make it easy for the client to contact you. Una, kapag agency sila, they would be able to contact you on your mobile, your phone number. Kapag direct client, they can contact you on your WhatsApp. If email, then your email should also be there. Sa address, dito tayo magkakatalo sa address. Sa address, City, Philippines, 8,000. City, Philippines, or PH, and the zip code. Kasi, huwag nyo naman ilagay yung block number, phase 1, block 1, diba? Anong tawag dyan? Gumamela Street, na para bang parcel na kailangan talaga ng complete. Kulang na lang talaga nakalagay doon, near this laundry shop. Brown Gate. Kulang na lang gayon eh, di ba? Ang kailangan nyo lang ilagay, city, PH, and then your zip code. Yun lang. Wala nang iba. Hindi complete ha. Again, hindi kayo padadalhan ng partial na client. So, carry na to. OFW, Philippine address pa rin ilalagay. Kulang, katabi ng old school. O, di ba? Kulang na lang may sketch. So, ganun lang ha. Dapat, ganun lang. Huwag masyadong habaan. Una sa lahat, you would want your contact info to look like this. Nasa isang linya lang yan. Okay? So, dapat ganun. Again, always put in your WhatsApp number. Kapag same lang yung phone number mo and WhatsApp number mo same lang, carry lang din yan. Just put in WhatsApp para maalam nila kung paano ka i-contact. Now, your professional summary, this is your 7-second pitch. Ito yan. Huwag masyadong habaan na parang telenovela. Ito parang Dear Ate Charo. Yung ano lang, yung 3 to 4 line paragraph at the top that tells the reader who you are. Now, for example, if you have been idle for 10 years, 15 years, make sure that you'd be able to explain it here. You're transitioning from this to this kasi, again, kapag matagal masyado yung last job mo, baka itatag as red flag ng client. So again, 3 to 4 lines lang. What you do, who you are, what you do, and the value you bring. Before they read anything else, it's the most read part of your resume. Kaya nga nasa taas yan eh. So remember, dapat ito pa lang, solid na kasi you only have 6 to 7 seconds to trigger the interest of the recruiter or the client. Now, simple formula, title, experience, top skills or tools, the value you deliver, and then a soft strength. For example, ayan, detail-oriented virtual assistant with 2 years. Etong virtual assistant, you have to change this to your niche, ha? Kunwari, ito na lang. Detail-oriented US recruitment VA and quality assurance professional with 10 plus years of BPO experience in candidate communication, assessment, performance, evaluation, structured onboarding, skilled in conducting mock interviews, screening communication skills, maintaining CRM records and coordinating appointments across high volume environments, proven track record, managing client escalations, SLA, KPI compliance, and multi-stakeholder reporting at Found Ever for 9 plus years, bring strong candidate screening, relationship building. Ano napansin niyo dito? Ano napansin niyo sa professional summary? Siksik liglig ng keywords na related dun sa position niya. Kasi recruiter to eh. So, ibig sabihin kapag data entry specialist, dapat ito punong-puno ng keywords ng data entry specialist. And don't worry, again, later on, papakita ko paano yung gagawin yan. May ask kung nahingi po ba ng COE si recruiter? Hindi naman COE. Minsan yung mga agents, minsan lang ha, yung agencies naghahanap sila ng parang closure ninyo. Yung parang resignation letter or parang clearance sa dati mong employer. Pero si client, hindi na talaga. Ang hinihingi nila, the farthest they can go, yung mga direct clients, is they would ask for your character reference and they will email your character reference kung sino man ang nandun. Okay? Now, too vague, don't put in anything that's too vague. Hardworking person looking for a VA job. I'm willing to learn and can do many tasks for your business. Patay kang bata ka dyan. Next. Work experience, show impact, not just duties. Now, eto gusto kong malaman nyo to. Meron akong ano dito. Wait lang, asan na ba yun? Yung most recent should be always on top. Ganito dapat ha. Kapag naglagay kayo ng work experience, highlight your job title more than the company name. Again, highlight the job title more than the company name because the client is much more interested in what you did kesa kung kanino mo yan ginawa. And make sure you quantify it. Pag sinabing quantify, lagyan nyo always ng number. Kapag if it's quantifiable, you quantify it. Why? Because whenever you put numbers to your statements, it becomes more truthful. Bakit kaya, no? Pero scientifically, bright. But scientifically speaking, based on science to, if you put number, it becomes more reliable. Kaya kapag nagchichismis tayo, anong una nating tanong? Details, right? Sino-sino andun? Ilan sila? Totoo ba? Uy, may namatay. Ilan yung namatay? Di ba ang bastos lang ng tanong? Di ba? Nagiging joke pa nga yan eh. Nandun ako sa Titanic. Talaga? Ilan yung namatay? Naging joke pa yan. Pero yung joke na yan, it really confirms how important it is to put in numbers. Kasi when you put in numbers, it becomes more reliable, become more truthful. And ako na recruiter, I would always want to, pag nakakita ako ng quantified achievements or quantified na like this, evaluated 50 plus agent calls, manage inbox of 100, ayan, lalakihan ko lang, yan. Schedule 30 plus weekly meetings. Kapag meron yan, ang iisipin ko, you know your numbers, you know your job very well. And you are a goal-oriented person. Ganun yung maiisip ko agad-agad. Yan yung signal na napupunta sa akin as a recruiter. Because the employee who knows his or her number is an employee who's very sensitive. Parang alam mo yun, yung parang, alam niya yung number niya, so gagawin niya ang lahat to reach that number. So, kailangan you quantify it. Tapos, lagyan mo ng impact. List most recent job first, reverse chronological, make the job title stand out, i-bold mo, add company, your location, remote and dates, month and year if possible. Start each bullet with an action verb. Quantify whenever you can. Numbers, percentage, time saved, volume. Focus on results and responsibilities, not just a job description. Now, I will show you this. Ayan, dapat may outcome. Ayan yung outcome. Later na lang yan para hindi kayo mahirapan. So, every bullet starts with a verb and ends with a number. Evaluated. Ito, parang ganito. Pero kapag may mga task kasi na hindi siya doable. So, kapag hindi siya quantifiable, wag nyo na ipiliting i-quantify. Yes, kahit konti lang yung number ilalagay. So, yan. Okay? For your core competencies and tool software, ayan yung core competencies niyo. Clean, scannable list of your VA skills. The keyword bank recruiters and the ATS look for. Ito yung hinahanap ng ATS, hinahanap ng recruiters. Use short phrases, group logically. So, candidate screening and assessment. Tools naman, Salesforce, Sabre, Go High Level, Google Workspace. Again, you don't really have to be a master of this. Pag alam mo paano siya gamitin, pwede mong ilagay sa tools and software. Now, ayan, so, samples ng mga tools and software, andyan din, you guys can take a screenshot of this if you want. Training sa education and character reference. Ito na yung tools and software. Ito wala tong education. Kung napansin nyo, etong sample ko, wala siyang education kasi yung kinunan ko, walang education. Walang nilagay na education. Pero dapat yung education comes before the character reference. Ha? It comes before the character reference. Mamaya lalagyan ko na lang bago ko isend sa inyo. Sa trainings, list relevant courses, VA bootcamps, admin, bookkeeping, social media. Yung sa format, huwag nyo na lang lagyan ng provider and year. Just the name, okay na yon. Hindi kailangan malaman nila sa the VA ladder yan, kung saan-saan pa yan. Hindi na kailangan. Kailangan, ang gusto lang nilang makita kung ano yung mga trainings na natapos mo at na-complete mo. Alright? Next, ito, ATS safe formatting rules. Use a single column top to bottom layout. Ito, ATS siya, top to bottom layout. No tables. Standard font. Ito, very important. Iko-close ko na tong sample natin para mas makita nyo yung ayan. Standard font, Calibre, Arial, Cambria, and Georgia. Very important that you guys take a screenshot of this. Use standard headings. Pag headings, yung pag mga ganito, sorry, yung mga, asa na ba yung sample? Yung mga ganito, kailangan, yung mga ganito nyo dapat naka-highlight din para kung kunwari ako ang recruiter, tapos hahanapin ko yung core competencies mo, hindi na aabutin ng siyam-siyam bago ko makita yung core competencies. Nandiyan na agad. Malalaman at makikita ko na kaagad. Tapos make sure you save it as doc or PDF. Check the job post if meron silang sinabi doon kung anong klaseng format ang gusto nila. Kung gusto nila PDF, send them the PDF. Use simple bullet points, real text ang gagamitin. Keep dates in a consistent format. Month, year lang. Kung year lang ang kaya mong maalala, year lang ilagay mo. And of course, you name the file clearly. Pwedeng first name, last name, resume. Pwedeng first name and last name lang. So again, these are things to avoid. Tables, text boxes, multiple columns, photos, logos, icons, and graphics. Now, the ATS can't read images. Photo of your resume can still be parsed. I will show you an example later. Headers, footers for key info like your name or contact. Hindi na kailangan yan. Putting contact details inside a designed banner image. Dapat wala ng image. Submitting it as a flat image, yung mga JPEG, yung mga ganon. Tapos cramming text edge to edge. Yung parang, alam mo yun, yung parang nagsisikipan na sila sa isang lugar. Now, this one, I already have used this in my ATS. I will show you an ATS. sorry. This is an ATS. And I will show you one resume that I created na hindi ATS resume. ATS friendly pero hindi ATS resume kumbaga. Ayan, kung napansin niyo na-collect niya, nakuha niya yung picture na nilagay, hindi ko to manual na nilagay. This is from her resume. So this is the resume na in-upload sa ATS. Pero as you can see, if I would open her summary, na-parse yung name, first name, last name, diploma, current company, yan. Meron siya, ayan, yung experience na parse pa rin. So, yes, to answer your question, kung yung tinatanong niyo sa akin na, Coach, kung ganitong resume ba, ATS friendly pa rin? Yes. Pero if you really want to be safe, I would still go for this na lang for now. Kasi hindi nyo ma-check eh. Ako, if I will be the one to create your resume, I can check it. Pero, just to be safe, eto na lang muna tayo, ganitong resume tayo. So, I will be giving you this. This is a sample resume. Again, yung education will be before the character reference ha. Para alam nyo lang kung anong itsura dapat ng resume. Now, eto yung kung paano nyo ilalagay yung mga work experience. So, writing high impact content. Lang pa yun. Umisigaw na ako. The achievement formula, isa-isay natin. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Sa duties and responsibilities nyo, ito na part. Ito, ayan. Ito. Yan. Evaluated 50 plus agents. Yan. Yan na part. Ito yung magiging formula ninyo. Action verb plus what you did and then the result. So manage 100 plus emails sa inbox, cutting response time to 40%. Now, if that's how you would position and write your duties and responsibilities, mas magiging, kumbaga, mas magiging strong ang impact niya sa recruiters. So, responsible for answering emails, dapat ngayon manage a 100 plus email inbox daily, reducing the owner's response time by 40%. Ito na, yung green dapat yung susundin nyo. Entered 500 plus records weekly into Google Sheets with 99% accuracy. Quantified, may tools pang nakalagay, 'di ba? Anong ginawa mo plus action verb plus the result. There's a result. 99% accuracy. Help with scheduling, coordinated 30 plus weekly meetings across 3 time zones with 0 double bookings. Dapat ganyan. So, action verb plus what you did plus the result. So, paano ba natin i-quantify even when you think you can't? Numbers you already have. How many? How much time saved? How big? How well? How often? These are some questions you can answer para ma-quantify mo yung duties and responsibilities mo in your previous job or in your present job. So, kapag no exact numbers, estimate mo lang. Hindi kailangan super exact talaga. Estimate. It's fine to use approximately 100 plus emails. Ganyan. So, but never inflate numbers you can't back up. Kapag hindi mo talaga up, wag just be honest with the numbers that you're going to provide. So, power verbs to start your bullets. Ayan. For admin and organize, ito yung mga power verbs na pwede nyong gamitin. Take a screenshot of this. Manage, coordinated, organize. Kung sa SMM pa to, ito yung mga hooks na nahuhook talaga yung mga recruiters. Manage, coordinated, organize, scheduled, maintained, streamlined. Sa communicate naman and support. Responded, assisted, resolved, liaised, followed up, supported. Sa creatives naman, created, built, designed, improved, automated, developed. Results and growth, increased, reduced, saved, achieved, generated, delivered. So, avoid weak openers, responsible for, help with, duties included. Dapat unahin yung power verbs. So, common mistakes that sink beginner resumes, yung parang hindi na agad napapansin, typos and grammar slips. Now, typos right now are if you have a typo error on your resume, it's already a sign na tamad-tamad ka lang talaga mag-check. It's no longer a question if you're good with grammar or magaling ka sa spelling, because right now we have ATS that can actually double check if your grammar is correct or not. So ang gagawin mo na lang is to proofread, to double check, to triple check before submitting it to the client. So no talaga ang typos and grammar slips. Next, one resume for every job. So ang dami ko ng mga estudyanteng ganito. Coach, sinundan ko naman yung sinabi mo, 'di ba? 10 job. Sabi mo sa post mo 10 jobs in one day. Okay, sinunod mo. Ilang resume sinend mo? Isa lang, coach, ginamit ko isang resume lang. O di, syempre, maliligwak ka talaga. Generic resumes will not match anything. Now, remember what I told you? You mirror the language of every job description. Every job description. Listing duties, not results. Nilagay mo lang doon responsible for instead of yung impact mo mismo, yung result mismo. Too long or too dense. Kapag masyadong marami, kapag mahahaba na, make sure that you can actually use AI to shorten it. Diba? Kapag sobrang iksi naman, you can always ask AI to expand it. So, again, it's no longer a matter of, do you know how to do this? It's just a matter of double checking and leveraging AI. Vague or cute job titles. Grabe sa cute job titles. Rockstar helper. Sino may mga ganon? Huwag niyo ko lokohin, ang dami kong nakikitang resume na may ganyan. Rockstar or may mga 5-star VA. Talaga lang, ha? Hindi pwede cute job titles. Hindi pwedeng vague ang job title. Kung ano yung na-applyan mo, yun yung magiging job title mo. Kung ano yung niche mo, yun yung a-applyan mo, yun yung magiging position mo or job title mo sa resume mo. Another one, unprofessional email. Yung mga I love you 14344@gmail.com. Cutiepie24 @gmail.com. I heart you, sexy me. Diba? Purple yam, parang may-ari ng purple yam @gmail.com. Kung wala pa kayong bagong Gmail at hindi kayo how to become a VA sa akin, please lang maawa kayo. Ako pa, tapos ang problema niyan, ako pa yung ano ninyo. Ako pa yung ginawa yung character reference. Tapos yung Gmail na nakalagay doon, sexy69@gmail.com. Mapapatay ko kayo talaga, promise yan. Hindi ko kayo ibebenta sa mga client ninyo. Sasabihin ko, no, I don't know her. Sasabihin ko, I don't know her. Diba? Tapos yung character reference, Genevieve Kanya, the VA ladder, just mio dolor. Masakit sa mata yun. At yung mga naka-gold pass dyan, wag niyo akong ini-etchos kasi makikita ko yung mga resumes ninyo. Ginawang character reference tapos sexy69. Ako, masakit sa ulo talaga minsan spankmenorman@gmail.com. Mas malala yan. Mas parang malala yun.
Very touche.
Make sure that you have professional email address. First name, last name @gmail.com. Double check every digit of your number as well. Baka kulang ng isa. Okay? So, eto na tayo sa using AI to build and tailor your resume. Now, AI is your drafting assistant, not your replacement. Minsan kasi kapag ginawa ng AI, diretso copy and paste tapos send. Huwag ganun. Drafting assistant lang yan. Diba? Hindi siya replacement. So, pwede mo ipa-rewrite yung duties into quantified polished bullets. Pwedeng siya mismo gagawa ng content, pero always double check. Fix the tone, syempre si AI hindi niya alam kung ano yung, di ba, pinapa-quantify mo. Nilagay ni AI doon 1 million. Kung hindi naman 1 million, kung 500K lang, syempre papalitan mo yung 1 million to 500K. That's why, kailangan mo pa rin i-check bago i-submit, bago i-finalize. AI will only be able to provide out of the information you provided AI. So, minsan, mali-mali din yung ginagawa ni AI. So, always double check. Double check always. Again, only your drafting assistant, not your replacement. So, when you revamp a corporate resume into a ano ba yun, Coach? Ano ba yung sinasabi mong corporate resume? Yung resume mo ngayon, malamang sa malamang corporate resume pa yan. Yung tipong kapag binasa ko, ang makikita ko corporate profile, hindi VA profile. Kapag galing ka call center, kapag tiningnan ko yung resume mo, ang makikita ko call center profile, not VA profile. So, you already have a regular corporate resume and want to reshape it into the ATS ready VA format we built today. Same true facts, walang lies. We will never ever do fake it till you make it here. New VA focused angle. What it does for you, it reorganizes you into the 8 VA sections, rewrites duties as quantified achievements, adds a VA professional summary plus competencies, keeps formatting ATS clean and simple. Now, I'll give you the prompts later. Don't worry. Taylor, pagkatapos, ganito yan. Now, I will give you this prompt. Siyempre, may cheat sheet tayo, gayon. Bibigay ko to sa inyo mamaya. Kapag hindi ako tinopak. Charis lang. Tinotopak pala yung coach. Biglang ayaw mamigay. Biglang ayaw ibigay yung mga yung mga ATS prompts. Ito yung ATS prompt. You copy, andyan na rin ha kung kailan nyo gagamitin at kung paano nyo gagamitin. Now, kapag meron kayong, lilipat ko to, wait lang. Lipat natin to para mas madali nyong mahanap. Ayan, para mas madali nyo mahanap. So, kunwari, yung first step nyo, di ba meron kayong resume? Lahat kayo may resume ngayon. Tama? May resume na lahat. Bigla ako nahiyang ipakita resume sa'yo, coach. Parang everything is like, okay lang yan, we're learning. So, lahat kayo may resume ngayon, di ba? Kukunin nyo yan, that's going to be your original resume. Okay, please don't forget about my terms. Yung resume mo ngayon, yan yung magiging original resume mo. Now, when you try to revamp your resume, si corporate to VA resume prompt ang gagamitin mo. So, you copy this. For example, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na, paano ko ba dito? Sino may resume dyan? Yung corporate na resume na sige, wag na lang kasi alam ko marami namang magsisend. So, ang gagawin nyo, I'm just gonna stop sharing for now para makapag-open ako ng incognito. I'll show you how, sa mga nasa Hong Kong, wala kayong ChatGPT, you can use other AI. This prompt works across different AI. So, open lang ako ChatGPT and then I will open a sample resume. Ayun, kanina na lang sa manat lang. Wait lang ha. Ako kasi gumawa nito eh. Wait lang. Maghahanap lang ako ng sample resume. Okay, hold on. I'm still looking for a good resume na masasample ko. Excited ang lahat to. Wait lang. Grabe naman to. Ang tagal niya mag-open. Meron na ako nakita pero sobrang tagal mag-open. Papakita ko sa inyo kung paano yung gagamitin yung AI prompt. Kasi this is very important. Para hindi na kayo mahirapan sa kalisod. Charis. Alam niyo ba yung mahirapan sa kalisod? Ay, ito na lang. tanggalin ko lang yung kanyang mukha. Tapos papalitan ko lang yung kanyang, ay, sus mio dolor. Papalitan ko lang yung details niya para hindi niyo makuha yung details niya. Pati yung mukha niya kukunin ko na. Tapos andito pala siya, no? So for example, sige, let me share my screen again. I'm gonna share my whole screen. Ayan. So makikita niyo na yung buong screen ko. There. So ito yung ChatGPT nyo. Ito yung original resume nyo. Imagine, this is your original resume. Kukunin mo yung AI prompt. So sabi dito, open a free tool, etong AI, tapos copy the whole gray box below. Tapos, sorry, hindi ko na isali sa here is my current resume. So now, dito sa resume, current resume nyo, ilalagay nyo tong resume ninyo. Control A, Control C, lahat ikokopya. Tapos dito, Control V. Paste nyo na dyan sa baba. Now, balikan nyo si AI prompt. Tingnan nyo, ayan. So, ngayon, i-enter natin. Tapos tingnan natin kung paano gawin ni ChatGPT to. Kagaya niyan. Ito, position applied estimator. Wala namang estimator dun sa VA, di ba? So, ayan, tinitingnan ni ChatGPT how he can position you for this kind of role. Tapos, yung summary description niya, 12 years, ganyan lang yung summary description niya, pero si ChatGPT, pinalitan niya, medyo mahaba siya, tingnan kasi, para siyang hindi naman siya ganun kahaba kapag na-paste mo yan. So, kung napansin nyo, iniba ni ChatGPT, nakikita nyo ba yan? Iniba niya, ginawa niyang mas VA tingnan yung kanyang professional summary. Pero, it's still the same. Lead estimator pa rin. Pero, now, it's VA profile. When you look at this, VA profile na siya. Right? Tingnan natin sa kanyang experience. Dito sa Raynan Sales Industry, ang nakalagay dito, preparations of estimated quantities and so on. Yan. Ang nilagay ni ChatGPT, prepared estimated quantities and proposed project costs. Now, kapag hindi naka-tailor fit, pag hindi naka-quantify, meron akong nilagay dito na bonus dito sa tailor fit. Nandiyan, no? Rewrite my professional summary or turn these 3 duties into quantified achievements. So, pwede mong turn this, gagamitin mo yan, tapos shift, enter, enter ka, tapos kukunin mo to, tapos ilalagay mo dito. Sorry, turn. Para i-quantify niya. Ayan. Prepared cost estimates and quantity take-offs for X projects, kung ilang project yan, ensuring compliance, hindi ka na mahihirapan, hindi mahihirapan yung brain cells mo kung paano ko i-quantify yung mga bagay-bagay na ginawa ko before. Or paano ko ba ilagay siya na parang VA siya pakinggan. So, si ChatGPT na or si AI na ang gagawa niyan for you. Okay? Now, dapat lang talaga tama yung prompt na gagamitin ninyo. Kasi kapag hindi tama yung prompt na gagamitin ninyo, kaya yung mga sinasabi ng ibang mga trainers, may ibang coaches or ibang content creators na naliligwak yung iba because napaka AI na ng resume nila. Because yung iba kasi, pumupunta kay ChatGPT diretso, tapos sinasabi, create a cover letter for me. That's not how you use ChatGPT. That's not how you use AI. Dapat may tamang prompt ka na gagawin. Una sa lahat, you give it an identity. Meron tayong topic niyan. Pero right now, hindi nyo kailangan isipin because meron na, andito na yung mga bonus. Yung bonus natin, ililipat ko lang, sorry. Ililipat ko lang yung bonus natin para di kayo malito. Okay? So, eto corporate now. Eto na yun, 'di ba? Meron na. So, eto ikakopy mo na dito sa meron akong template na ibibigay sa inyo. Now, pag gunamit niyo tong template, of course, tatanggalin niyo muna to. Ayan, tatanggalin niyo. Tapos ang iiwan niyo itong full name. Yung mga placeholders like this, yung mga nakaganyan, tatanggalin niyo. Papalitan niyo ng pangalan niyo. And then yan, papalitan niyo na lang ng mga details. So, kapag napalitan niyo, kunwari, napalitan na lahat, tapos magiging ganito na itsura niya. Ay, sorry, mali. Kunwari ganito, ay, asa na ba yun? Kunwari ganito na yung itsura niya. This is going to be, tapos yung position mo na to, for example, executive assistant. So, meron ka ng executive assistant main resume. And this is not going to be the resume that you're going to send to your client. So, di ba, maghahanap ka muna ng trabaho. So, I'm going to stop sharing for now. I'm going to open my online jobs. Kasi di ba mag-a-apply tayo ng trabaho. Oh, may message na naman tayo sa online jobs. Namimilit talaga to. Namimilit sila. So, I'm gonna share my screen again. Ay, sorry. Dapat screen, buong screen. Now, ngayon, dito, meron ka ng main resume. Remember, you have your main resume, which is this. Hindi pa ito ang isasend mo kay client. Okay? Now, you go back to your prompts. This one, ite-tailor natin. Every time you apply for work, for example, ito. Ito as executive assistant to the CEO, $6 per hour. Kunwari. Diba? Open link in new tab, titingnan mo to. Ayan yung kanyang job description. Now, ang gagawin mo ngayon, you open another chat sa ChatGPT. Tapos, yan. Tapos, balikan mo sa AI prompts. Gagamitin mo to ulit. Yan. Yan. So, tapos, lagyan mo lang, here's my resume. Here's the job description, sorry. Here's the job description. Sorry, nagkahang ang aking computer for some reason. Tapos, kung babalik ka dun sa ina-applyan mong work, kukunin mo yung job description. Kukopyahin mo lahat. Wait lang, kasi nagkahang siya. Yan. Copy. And then, shift, enter, enter. Lalagay mo yung job description. Tapos shift, enter, enter, lalagyan mo para mapunta siya sa baba. Here's my resume. Tapos shift, enter, enter, balikan mo yung resume mo. Ito, for example. Kopyahin mo. Tapos, ilalagay, ipipaste mo. Now, enter. So, instead of this, babaguhin yan ni ChatGPT as executive assistant. Pansinin nyo, ito yung ginamit ko. Ito, kanina, US recruitment yung position niya. Pero since pinalitan natin, kung napansin nyo, pinalitan din ni ChatGPT yung kanyang professional summary. Why? Because the job that this person is applying for is an executive assistant. Same content, BPO experience, pero iniba niya, pinosisyon niya as executive assistant. So, hindi na mahihirapan ng mga brain cells. Mas madali na lang. So, wala nang dahilan na para sabihin sa akin na, Coach, nakakapagod din naman kasi mag-tailor fit. Imagine, Coach, 10 jobs, 10 different resumes. Wala nang gayon. Madali na lang mag-tailor fit. Madali na lang ba? Baka hindi. Napapaklap-klap kayo? Okay? So, I'm going to stop sharing my screen para makita ko naman kayo. Parang nagkahang kasi siya habang buong screen ang sinishare. You're the best. Cheat prompts helps. Yes. Di ko nasimulan. Fantabulous. Okay.
Coach, templates, please. Thank
Ayoko.
you.
Charis. I'm a rude coach. Charis lang. Interview.
Viral ka, coach.
Ano yun, coach? Bawal nang mag-request.
Bawal na. I'm a rude coach. Charis lang. meron akong kwento, meron akong ginawang tool na magagamit nyo din, pero sa ano to ha, sorry, sa August, September pa to. Gaya ng sabi ko, there will be an AI tool that you can use for mock interviews. So sasabihin niya yung question, magsasalita ka, and yung answer mo, i-rate niya kung tama ba yung sagot mo, at kung hindi, kung hindi, wag na mag-sample, wala na tayong oras. Palang sulit na bayad, what more sa bootcamp, o diba? 99 pesos lang to. 99 wala nang prompt kasi 99 pesos lang. Joke lang. You make everything easier for me. Chares. Sa June, July, walang gayon. Yeah, wala pang ganon. Kasi right now, it's still in... Kasi ngayon, hindi pa naman kasi talaga tapos yung mga AI tools na ginawa ko. Okay? So, kailangan yun, tinapos ko na sabi ko, may tool na pag sasagot ka, isuscore niya yung sagot mo, tapos sasabihin niya kung ano yung tamang sinagot mo at ano yung maling sinagot mo. Tapos parang mock interview talaga siya. Tapos meron din tayong mock client simulator na magbibigay ng task sa'yo para kunwari sa mga wala pang experience at gustong maka-experience ano ba talaga, how it is like to be a VA, meron tayong mock client simulator. So maglalagay ka lang doon, i-input mo lang kung anong klaseng trabaho, kunwari executive assistant, and it's your first 30 days. Now the client, yung mock client, will give you tasks na pwede mong i-complete. Yung task na yun, pwede mong i-screenshot para gamitin sa portfolio. At saka makapag-practice ka talaga. Wala ka na hindi na available 5 days. Puno na talaga. Inabangan ko kanina mag-50 tapos sinara ko na. Actually, dapat 30 pa lang kaso kagabi pa lang, kinuha nyo na lahat yung 30 kaya napa-open na lang ako ng other 20 para hindi magalit yung iba. Sarap ulit mag-aral kapag ikaw ang coach. Kikiligin na ba ako? Wait. Pwede na bang kiligin sa mga gayon? Tumatanggap din ako ng Gcash 09 just joke. May joke lang ha. Anyway, key takeaways tayo. Right for 2 readers. Ayan. Dapat, again, sa ATS. Sa resume nyo, you have 2 audience. Sino-sino yung mga audience nyo? Si ATS, tsaka si recruiter or si client. Number 2, follow the 8-section blueprint. Hindi pwedeng may mawala doon sa, kapag may nawalang isa doon, red flag yon. Isipin nyo na lang ng mabuti. Header, summary, experience, competencies, tools, training, education, reference. Without one, that's a red flag. 8-section blueprint. Keep your formatting simple. Andun sa screenshot kung anong klaseng font ang kailangan gamitin ninyo. Ay, sorry.
Coach, excuse me, may screen po ba?
Wala. sorry. Eto na. Ayan. Kalimutan kong ibalik yung share screen. Sorry na. Ayan. So, again, nandun sa kanina, na-screenshot nyo na yung font na kailangan nyo. Calibre, Georgia, Cambria ba yung isa? Yan. Tapos, show impact, not duties. Hindi responsible for this. Meron na akong binigay sa inyo na formula. Action verb, what you did, tapos yung impact or yung result. Next, mirror the job's keywords. Hindi nyo na kailangan mag-isip pa. So, mirroring the language of the job description kasi you will have your AI prompts. Right? Now, tailor with AI every time. Hindi pwedeng one resume to all job ads. One resume is to one job. Carry? Okay na tayo? Ito yung action plan niyo for the next 72 hours. May action plan dapat. Today, you set up your clean single column resume in the take-home template. May template ako ibibigay sa inyo. Tomorrow, kailangan i-rewrite nyo yung bawat job bullet using the formula, verb, task, number. Tapos sa day 3, you run prompt 1 to polish, then prompt 2 to tailor for one real job. And if you want to apply, go for it. Carry na tayo. So, kung kaya nyo tapusin lahat ng yan in the next few hours, much better. Try nyo and check it out i-check nyo if it works. Because I know it works. It worked several times. Countless times sa mga VAs natin, sa mga trainees natin.
Coach, question
Yes,
lang po.
Sure.
Yun po kanina, tinatanong kung halimbawa po matagal na po siyang nakapagtrabaho like last 2016, 2018 and then after that work from home, then nag-a-assist na lang po sa mga reports. paano po yun iaayos sa sa resume?
Kung nag-a-assist ka sa report, ibig sabihin, nagtatrabaho ka pa rin?
Hindi na po, halimbawa sa asawa na lang, yung asawa kasi nagtatrabaho siya sa construction. And then, nag-a-assist na lang siyang gumawa ng monthly report, gano'n. Pero hindi siya regular talaga nagtatrabaho.
Pwede, you can actually position yourself as someone transitioning from no job for so long to someone transitioning to a BA job dito sa yung professional summary. Pwedeng dyan mo ilagay, i-explain why there's a long gap. Or sa work experience, pwedeng ilagay outsourced job as someone na, for example, yung admin assistant na ang ginagawa mo is gumagawa ng reports and so on and so forth. Pero lagyan mo dyan na outsourced job lang from someone. Ganyan.
Okay
Pwedeng
po.
ganyan.
Outsource po ilalagay doon.
Yes, outsourced job.
Okay po, thank you.
Coach, may tanong ako. Pwede pa-share mo uli yung screen nung may mga yung mga iba't ibang font?
Iba't ibang fonts.
Yung yung command. At another question, Coach, kasi hindi naman ako part ng Gold Pass. Paano po yung prompt paano po namin makukuha?
Ngayon, isisend ko ngayon.
Sige.
Asan ba yung font?
Hello? Hello, Coach?
Wait lang, hindi ko. Wait lang ha, sorry. I will run through the material and then you guys can take screenshots. Para lahat ay may screenshot. Okay? Sige. Pa-mine, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Biglang nagbenta. Pa-screenshot ako mga madam. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Screenshot.
Magkano yan, Coach?
Sige, pa-mine. Okay, SSD. Carry. Next. Kapag hahalataan tayo eh. Sige, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bilisan nyo naman ang pag-screenshot. Dumadaldal pa kayo dyan eh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Na-screenshot
Sige.
na,
Next.
Coach.
Shopee. Paghahalataan ba? Sige, wag na to kasi hindi nyo naman kailangan yan. Ayan, eto kailangan yan. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gutom na ako. Ayan, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yung mga nakakapag-screenshot, pwedeng i-share nyo dito sa ating chat para yung ibang hindi nakakapag-screenshot, they can save it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
na Coach siya.
Ayan. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, may mga recordings naman to. Lahat naman kayo makakatanggap ng recording. Ayan. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pag Gold Pass, no need na po, tama. Lahat naman kayo, lahat kayo makakatanggap ng recording nito. Wala nga lang kayong kopya nito. So if you really want a copy, then screenshot na lang. Coach, paano po ang business owner for 12 years? Pwede mong ilagay doon yung name ng kumpanya mo at ano yung title mo sa negosyo ninyo. Tagapagmana, charis lang. Lagay mo doon kung anong position mo. Operations manager ka ba doon or social media. Kung ano yung trabaho mo, so ilagay mo yung duties and responsibilities. 2 p.m. tayo later. Yung 2 p.m. natin, i-move ko ng 10. Sorry, hindi talaga kaya sa oras. Actually, paalis na rin kami ngayon after this para asikasuhin yung groceries ng mga bata. Bukas na kasi ako babiyahe. Ha? Sorry talaga, we need to cancel. Charis, hindi naman tayo magka-cancel. I-move lang natin ng 10. Okay?
10 p.m. Coach?
10 p.m. tayo ha. Sorry, move lang natin ng 10. Para naman makapag-grocery pa ako. Kasi nung inopen ko ang ref kanina, sumisigaw na pala sila. Kulang-kulang na, hindi na aabutin. Hindi na aabutin ba bago kami bumalik, ubos na yon. Yes.
May tanong po uli dito, nagtatanong, paano daw po kung 10 years po na full-time mom?
Yun, ganun pa rin sa professional summary, kailangan ma-explain nyo ng maayos bakit 10 years kayong idle. Alright? So, pwede nyo gamitin si ChatGPT. Ganun pa rin. The way you would use ChatGPT, always give it a title first, an identity first. Na nagta-transition ka, ipa-reward mo dun sa professional summary mo. Or kapag ginamit mo na sa AI prompt, tapos binigay na ni AI, yung resume mo, yung content, mag-follow up ka na for the professional summary, explain the 10-year gap. And right now, I'm transitioning to this para papalitan niya yung professional summary mo. Okay?
Coach?
Ito, power verbs? Yeah.
Coach, may question po.
Ay.
Ah,
Go
sige
ahead.
po.
Sige,
Coach,
carry
what
on.
if po, senior high school graduate, and then the only experience po na meron is like intern po sa HR department. Pwede na po ba yun ilagay as work experience?
Yes, of course. Lagyan mo lang ng intern sa gilid. Like for example, this part right here. Tapos intern. Lagyan mo siya ng ganito.
Ah.
Intern.
Yes po. And
Ganyan.
then question ko lang po, if yung sa work experience po ba, need po ang work experience po na ilalagay is based po sa ina-applyan po na niche?
Kung meron, hindi kailangan. Pero the way you would position your duties and responsibilities, dapat align dun sa trabahong ina-applyan mo. That's why you need to use the prompt para ma-position. Nakita nyo kanina kung paano pinosition ni ChatGPT yung duties and responsibilities. Na iba niya yung words, pero same context,
Yes po.
same na ang trabaho, pero iniba niya yung pag-present. Mas VA profile yun.
Thank you po,
Ganun lang.
Coach.
Okay, alright. Sino yung
Coach?
kanina?
Yes
Yes.
po, Maisel. I just want to ask po if for resume ATS, dapat one page lang po ba talaga?
Yes, pag ATS, one page lang talaga.
Nice. Thank you po. Hello,
Coach,
Coach.
Coach,
question
Wala.
po. May Grace
No.
po.
Yes. Grace, yes, Grace. Grace?
Coach, pagka dumating na po ba yung mga recording, kailangan po ba yung i-download or meron lagi po yun sa email?
Pag yung natanggap yung recording naka-YouTube, carry lang yon. Kasi nasa YouTube na yun forever. Pero minsan kasi hindi tinatanggap ni YouTube yung aming mga recording. Niluluwa niya. Nire-remove niya. So pag napansin nyo na yung recording link ay Microsoft Teams, you download it. Kasi kapag napupuno yung Microsoft Teams namin, nagbabawas kami ng laman. Pero pag naka-YouTube, forever na yung ganun. So, para lang to be safe, mas maganda, i-download nyo na lang.
Okay po, thank you po.
Alright. Recordings
Coach,
ng
yun na
individual
po.
training, wala sa Notion. Ang nasa Notion nyo lang will be your bootcamp daily recording. Pero yung Notion ng individual training, yung recording ng individual training isa-send yan via email. Okay. Yeah, another question. Sige, last question tayo kasi
Yes.
Coach, may question lang po.
Coach Jonah.
Jocelyn po.
Jonah, yes, Jonah. Sige, Jonah tas Jocelyn.
Sorry po. Not related po dyan sa topic natin ngayon. Yung pong training natin ng August, September, nakita ko po meron kayong nakalagay doon na internship. Meron po bang internship yun?
Kasi instead of bootcamp, ang mangyayari sa atin is workshop. And the workshop itself is more like an internship program kasi tasks talaga ang haharapin ninyo. Tasks. So more on real VA tasks tayo by September. So yun.
Okay po. Thank you.
Alright. Jocelyn, your question?
Coach, may tanong lang po. Jocelyn po.
Ay, Jocelyn pala. Sorry.
Yes po. Sa ano po, sa work experience po kasi, matatawag po ba yun na work experience po pag, ano yun? Evangelical po kasi siya, wala pong bayad. Ganun
Yes,
po
of
siya.
course.
Tapos,
Yes.
nagmamanage po ako ng TikTok niya, lahat po ng social media niya, sir po, Bisaya po kasi.
Okay, lagi
tapos
mag-Bisaya. Bisaya,
sige,
sabot ra
pwede
to.
na magbasaya, Coach.
Yeah, sige, go ahead.
Okay. Nag-manage ko sa iya ang mga email coach niya. Apil yung mga TikTok, mga social media coach. Apil, pwede po ba na siya i-apil sa work experience po kahit hindi po bayad?
Pwede. Yung mga ganyan, kahit pa hindi bayad, because you actually worked for that person or organization, then you can include that. Imagine, internship, pwede nga eh. So, pwede. Pwede
Ano
talaga.
po unsa po ibutang sa ano po?
Kung sa imong position dito, kung nag-handle ka sa iyong social media manager ka niya.
Tapos yung name po sa ano lang po, sa evangelist, ganun po.
Kung saan ang organization.
Okay, thank you so much po, Coach.
Alright.
Coach,
Sige.
Joan po.
Yes.
Kami pong ang tanong ko lang po yung mga, di ba ma-internship doon sa August? Ngayon,
September yan. August, September yung internship. Yeah.
Yes po. Kami pong mga June, July nawala. Kung gusto po namin mag-avail doon, another bayad po siya?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sige, huwag kayong mag-alala kasi mabubusog naman na din kayo sa bootcamp. Baka nga isukan nyo na yung mga task sa bootcamp pa lang. So before kayo magdesisyon na mag-workshop kayo, tapusin nyo muna yung bootcamp mga iha. Kasi sa bootcamp pa lang ay susuka kayo sa tasks. Handa na ba ang inyong mga mata? Toothpick. Maghanda kayo ng toothpick kasi aantukin kayo. Sigurado yan. Kailangan ng mga toothpick. Toothpick ba? Itukod sa kuan, mata. Para dili makatulog.
Last na lang, coach. Yung prompt
Yes.
mo ng ano.
Akala ko,
templates.
pag hindi pa matatapos, wala nang prompt eh. Charis lang. Eto na. Tandaan nyo to
Coach.
ha. Ito yung sample. Yes.
Si Abby po.
Abby, yes, Abby.
Yung August, di ba yung August, September po, meron po bang
Yes.
individual trainings yon? In
Meron.
case?
Meron.
Pero paid yan po.
Some are paid. Some are still free. No, of course, hindi
Sige.
mawawala yung free natin.
Sige po. Thank you.
Coach.
Coach, question po. Jennifer po.
Jennifer, yes. Kapangalan mo pa ate ko. Yes.
Coach, bali po kasi yung sa recent ko po, actually nagwo-work po ako ngayon. Kasi part ng work ko is medyo pangit po kasi pakinggan kapag naano talaga ng iba. So kasi pag sa hospital po, ang pinaka trabaho ko is magsala po ng mga patients na makakabayad po syempre dun sa hospital na for admission. Yun po ba, coach, is okay din po ba siyang ilagay po sa resume?
Yes. Lahat naman ng trabaho pwede nyo ilagay sa resume nyo. It's a matter of knowing how to position it correctly. Ha? Kailangan gamitan nyo ng AI para mas ma-position niya the right way. Kasi kapag tayo lang kasi ang naglalagay minsan, hindi natin alam kung paano natin gawing mas VA ready yung mga responsibilities. But if we use AI, it can match the profile that you would want to achieve.
Okay, thank you po, coach.
Okay,
Coach,
sige.
question
Gusto niyo
po,
ba din
Shan.
ba ng ganitong? Ay, sige. Yes.
Question ko lang po, what if po, like for example, ang niche po is like when it comes sa creativity po, like mga postings or like using of Canva, pero wala pong talagang work experience. Ang pinaka-experience po is naging part po ng school publication or any clubs na connected po doon sa may niche po na yun. Pwede po ba yung ilagay as experience po?
Yeah, pwedeng-pwede.
Sige, thank you po.
Alright. Sige, wait lang ha. Bibigay ko lang to kay admin yung mga link na to para pag-send yan, just in case hindi nyo makuha dito sa chat, ma-send to nila Rhea. Along with the recording of this training. Speaking of recording ng training, I'm just gonna stop the recording para mas mag-load na before we end. Wait lang.